What did you think about the music video?
I thought all the girls were beautiful, and I was very surprised at what they were claiming were their insecurities. I liked the music video. I was in it along with another peer, and I liked how we both took what society didn't like about us, because it doesn't fit their idea of what beauty is, and we actually took what we actually have ourselves and like what we were born with, and we actually thought that was something beautiful to us.
Okay, so overall I like the whole editing of the video, but I think the thing that was best about the video was that it was truth and it was like meaningful, because everything that was said and everything that was depicted in the video showed truth. So like, for example, a lot of women have like a hard time expressing their body and their true selves, not just to other people, but deep down inside too. Sometimes we feel as if we are not truthful with ourselves, and we view each other as all of these negative things, when really it's just the things that make us even better and more unique.
Well, the music video is kind of just the truth about what all girls feel. All girls look at each other and we all feel our own insecurities about everything.
Why do you think as women we pick on ourselves more?
From the beginning of time, women have been told through media and propaganda how they're supposed to act, how they're supposed to look, and what's the ideal woman. I think women pick on ourselves more because nowadays we have celebrities that are seen as the image of beauty, mostly like Kim Kardashian or Paris Hilton, and that's seen as beauty in our world. And if we don't look like them, then that makes us feel bad about ourselves, and we want us to change it. And that's something that's really wrong in our world, because we shouldn't be mad that we don't look like someone else, because we're unique and there's no one else that's like us. So that's saying something, and that society shouldn't put that down on us.
I think women, we tend to pick on ourselves because we always want to be something we're not, and that just happens with society in general. We always try to get the latest fashions, the latest trends, but then when it has to do something with physical appearance and something that we might not be able to get, we kind of feel like we have to compensate for it by trying to do something else. Or even then, we still put negativity onto ourselves, saying we are not that. So I think social media definitely plays a huge role into why women sometimes we look and see that we want something that might not be attainable.
Well, we look at each other on social media and we'll see girls that are like as skinny as my pinky and with like big boobs and a big butt and like a little China doll face with long hair is getting over 1,000 likes, but then there's us trying to be our natural selves rather than girls who have all this work done to their body, and we're getting like 3 likes and a comment from our grandma that says I love you.
What image do you think social media wants us females to portray?
Skinny but not too skinny, thick but not too thick, pretty but not too pretty, you look fake, nice makeup but not too much makeup, smart but not too smart because then you're condescending, fun to be around but not stupid. Social media wants women to be seen as thin, having clear skin or fair skin, because it's also biased saying that people with fairer skin are more beautiful, and they also want people who are slim thick, but like not everyone looks like that, and that's like something that's messing up our generation, and that's going to be something hard to fix if we don't start down with ourselves and accepting ourselves and accepting others.
It's funny because I feel like social media, you know, it wants to express body positivity when it comes to women, but I feel like the more and more social media expands, the more and more we keep on looking at the same body type. So I feel like when women usually express themselves and like say body positivity on social media, it's great, but there's not enough people having a different body type. So then we start to conform ourselves and we start to say, you know, we should look like this in order to feel positive, because there are not enough examples to feel, you know, to feel good about yourselves. You know, some people might not have a flat stomach, or some people might not have like either like a big chest or like skinny arms and skinny legs. We might not all have that, but since that's all is seen on social media, we usually think that's all there is, and we need to be like that.
Social media wants us to all look the same. They all want us to be, especially for Indian people, all of us have to have light skin. We all have to have the long dark hair. We all have to have flawless skin. We all have to have perfect eyebrows. Even here, that's not necessarily what anyone really looks like, because half the stuff that we see, it's all photoshopped and edited in the computer anyway, rather than having us live up to what we already look like.
84% of females at PHS find themselves comparing themselves to other females on social media. Do you find yourself to fall victim to this?
I mean, I definitely get inspiration from pictures I see online.
Why do you do that?
Because it's easily accessible and you see them getting a lot of likes and praise. Well, I wouldn't want to say yes, but I do compare myself.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. I think everyone compares. I think that's just, in general, the human race.
I don't, just because of the fact that I know my especially genetic wise, I'm never gonna be paper thin. I'm never gonna have like a perfect body that everyone assumes that you have to have. I know I'm never gonna have like I have perfect eyebrows. I just have to get them waxed every now and then. But the problem being, I know that how I look, I can make myself look pretty whether I have makeup on and whether I don't.
42% of females kind of agree that their looks are going to affect their success, and 22% of females highly agree that their looks are going to affect their success. Why do you think this number is so high, and what do you think and why?
Well, these days we do see more women representation in the media and on television, but when we do see these women, they're stereotypically perfect, or at least really good looking. So that plays a role in shaping what women's expectations are and of what men's expectations of women are as well. I think the number is high because people will want to be around you if you're considered attractive, and that'll affect how successful you are, because some people will think that you're ugly if you're not what they see as beautiful, and that affects how successful you are, because then they're not going to want to network with you or have anything or have like business with you, and that really can tear someone down, and it'll affect you mentally on how you think what success is and how you think you can get them.
The sad thing is that society has made it that way. It is true. There are some jobs like the modeling business or even the entrepreneurship business where if you look particularly better in society standards, that you will gain more success and you will gain more notice. And even if you look different, even if your features are unique, you will still gain more notice. So I think that's more of a societal thing that we happen to put into social media.
Because it is in the human, how do I explain it? It's like, it's within the human mind where you have to automatically have an opinion of somebody based on just an appearance. But then there's also the fact that there's some people who do it subconsciously, but then you also have to realize what you're doing is wrong, and then they'll actually try to see how the person is and personality wise, and then they'll start to see whether it's successful or not.
How do you think social media affects your life?
I think it is an inspiration, and it's definitely, it leads conversations. I know friends and we talk about people who are on social media. I know in the Muslim community it can be really encouraging to see people who wear the scarf or the hijab and who get a lot of recognition for it on their style, because stereotypically we're not seen that way, and it's really nice to have representation in that way. And I know a lot of friends really appreciate the representation they get on social media too, for their race or even their sexuality, their beliefs. It's really encouraging to them. It's almost like having a role model in a way, along with sometimes the negative aspects that also come with social media. Social media affects me personally as a Latina because it makes a stereotype that I'm supposed to look a certain way like most people do, but there are a rare few who don't fit, well, more than a few that don't fit that stereotype, and I'm one of them. And it makes me feel bad about myself, and I'll put up like a wall, and it'll make me feel that I'm not actually Latina if I don't fit that type of way that I'm supposed to look, and it just gets to me sometimes.
I'm on it all the time, and I guess it affects it because, see, it's weird because I'm the type of one to look up a bunch of poetry things, and I read a lot of articles online, but there are some things that I see about body positivity. But one thing that I do follow is I follow a bunch of people that literally just like expressing who they really are. So they show their stretch marks, they show their thick thighs, they show cellulite and everything. They show everything that normally you wouldn't see on a magazine, or they would show stuff that's in real life that's really true. So I feel like social media has a huge impact on me. It's because I see the truth, and I see what I see on social media, what I would see on my body.
Well, in my life, social media affects it a lot, just because you don't really see Indians or Fijians that are really considered attractive anymore, unless they're unless they're in movies. But even the movie stars in India have all the work done.